Which is interesting because people that don't take care of business financially, usually because they don't have the means to do that, and they end up having to pay high interest rates on credit cards, high interest rates on car loans, and a host of other things. Which brings me to the point where living beyond our means is possible now as a result of credit cards. Can credit cards be good for you?
There are good things about credit cards. But let's see, how could I put
Tell me something tell me a positive aspect of a credit card.
Well, you need credit. We need
Okay.
credit. You need credit to rent an apartment.
Yeah.
You need credit to do something as simple as, you need good credit history to get a job.
So actually having the credit card and not using it, but being granted a certain credit limit is a positive thing on your credit report.
It is positive, and the thing about it is, though, like I tell people, you only really need one major credit card. One of the ones that I like personally that I did have as a young person, but unfortunately I messed that up, was American Express. There's the traditional American Express where you have to pay it off every month. And then there's the non-traditional ones, and there's a lot of them out there. Personally now I have one that offers me travel rewards, but I can pay it month to month. But you don't want to use your entire credit line.
Yes.
If your credit line is $5,000, please don't run out and run it up to $5,000.
Exactly. That is, I mean, that's probably the best advice that you can give anyone about a credit card. The other thing is, and this is all from personal experience as well, I've learned the hard way, but if you're late on a credit card payment, not only do you have a late fee, but if you haven't read the fine print, usually the annual percentage rate shoots really high.
Yeah, and you do not want that, because now you're paying ridiculous amounts of rates. I did that with a credit card, and they shot it up to 28.99%. I went from having like 18% to 29.99. And I'm like, that's more than a store card. The average store card is 22.99.
And that's an interesting point that I was going to make, because every time I go to like Macy's, do you want to put that on your Macy's card? I say, no, I don't have that. But I said, but what is the interest rate on that? And they don't know. And I know it's extremely much higher. I have one credit card, like yourself. I've narrowed it down to one, and I try to keep the balance maybe 10% of the entire credit limit. And I have the one credit card, and then I have the American Express to get the travel miles. But other than that, you don't need, I have enough credit if something was to happen. I feel like I have a safety net. And I think ultimately credit cards are good for that reason as well.
Yep.
Especially as a homeowner.
Well, I don't know. I still rent right now.
A homeowner, or if someone has a vehicle and you go to you go to get the car fixed, and they come out and they tell you it's going to be $865. Most of us don't have that in our checking account. That's when a credit card could be very helpful.
Yes.
And this just happened to me, so.
But that's the thing, is that people think I need to acquire things with that.